gang, it's your girl Titty Grant back with another video. As you guys can tell by the title, I'm about to do a story time about how the devil thought he had me. But before I get to it, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. So I know you're wondering why I started it off with the devil thought he had me.
The devil thought he had me.
The reason why is because of House of Pain. If you know anything about Curtis Payne,
The devil thought he had me. Ah, but run.
that's why. So honestly, I do not remember exactly how old I was, okay? But I do know I was young. If I had to say an age, I'd probably say between like 5 to maybe 8, between those ranges. And I remember one night I was sleeping, just, minding my business in my bed, right? And to put it in better perspective, I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. So I was like laying down, right? And next thing I know, I was like jolted out of my sleep by a feeling of someone having their hand around my neck, right? So being a 5, 6, 7, or 8-year-old child, I'm not understanding what's going on, right? So, like I said, I'm sleeping in my bed and I just out of nowhere feel like someone is trying to choke me. So in my head and in reality, I'm trying to fight it off, whatever this is, right? Now, I know it wasn't anyone, like an actual person doing it, because my eyes were open and I couldn't, like, there was no figure. It was just like emotion. And it was like that for, I want to say, about maybe 5 seconds. And next thing I know, I just felt it like go away. I know some people are gonna think I'm crazy, but for the ones that have dealt with this will relate. So, like I said, in the moment, I didn't know what the hell was going on, right? I didn't even talk to my parents about it. I didn't know what really, like, I didn't comprehend what really happened, right? Until years later. And when I actually, like, went back to it later on, I'm like, it started making sense. And here's why it made sense to me. During that time, it was actually the devil trying to take me out. And this is why I say this. Around this same time, I had a younger cousin, and he actually was presented by the devil at that time. And it's not uncommon in our family. Some people in my family have been approached by the devil. It's happened. Whether my family want to talk about it or not, it has happened. And I've seen it myself. So they don't have to talk about it. We ain't gotta get into all the details and all that shit. But I've seen it firsthand. So I know this the devil was trying to come for me. And my cousin, I don't want to say possessed, but it was given that energy that he was. And it was for years. Okay? It was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I'm not going to talk about it because that's not my place. But once I saw that happening to my cousin, it even furthered the confirmation for me that motherfucker was trying to come for me. Couldn't get to me. Why? Because God is the one that pushed his hand off me. And like I said, this is years later when I'm realizing this, right? That motherfucker was trying to come for me. God said, oh no, you're not touching my child. And he said, get the fuck off. And did. Because like I said, it was only 5 seconds I felt like that. And within them 5 seconds, God swooped it and he said, back the fuck up. And it was gone. Just like it never happened, right? So like I said, years later, my cousin is having the same issue, but it was literally like his entire body, soul, everything. So I'm like, still, mind you, I'm still young as fuck, but I'm comprehending what's going on now. So I'm like, oh my God, this is real. Okay, I'm like, this is fucking real. Mind you, another family member I felt like went the same route that was almost given to me, as far as like the devil trying to come for them as well. And it's just so crazy that I never spoke about it. I never said anything to anyone. I think the only person I ever told this to this day is my boyfriend. And when I told him, he 100% believed me. Like, I didn't even have to like go into dramatics. I didn't have to go into details like that. He 100% believed exactly what I told him. Why? Because this shit is real. People can sit here and joke about it all they want to. This shit is real. Like, I'm a child, and as a grown-ass 26-year-old, I still remember that day very vividly. Like, I don't 100% remember the feeling I had, but I remember that shit happened. Because like I said, I woke up, like I literally was sound asleep in my bed, and I got jolted out of my sleep because I could not breathe for like 5 seconds. And within those 5 seconds, that feeling that was around my neck went away. I opened my eyes. My eyes were wide open. There was nobody else in that room with me. Now, of course, you can't really see spirits unless, you know, you're that higher up. At that time, I was a child. I didn't have no, you know, knowledge of any of that. I know for a fact there was no other human being in that room with me that night. But what I do know is it was the devil and God in that motherfucker. So when the devil tried to swoop in, because, you know, God was doing what he was doing, he tried to swoop in for a quick second, and God was like, literally. And it's just so crazy now. As an adult, I can see the patterns that happened when I was little, because now I am more observant. I am more spiritually awakened than I used to be. So it's just crazy to really see and like relive it as an adult. Like, wow, that shit really happened. Like, what if, you know, God wasn't there to save me? What if the devil really would have took me out that night? You know, like, he was really trying, bro, like, dead ass. What if he would have succeeded? What if God wouldn't have came in when he did? You know what I'm saying? So that really made me in my head like, wow, I really am here for a purpose. God saved my life that night because he knew it wasn't my time to go. He knew I was destined for something that he put in me. He knew that he wanted me to live out what he has set for me. And he wasn't about to let the devil come in and just, you know, no. He was like, nah, we ain't doing that. So from that point on, I was like, wow. Like, when I really put 2 and 2 together, I'm like, holy shit. You cannot tell me I'm not one of God's favorites, because, baby, he saved me that night. Okay? You can't tell me that. And not only that, but I had a whole car accident when I was just a year old. A drunk driver hit us from behind. Everyone in the car that I was in was fine, but me. I had a broken leg as a 1-year-old. The drunk driver that hit us was killed instantly. You can't tell me I'm not one of God's favorites. You cannot tell me that to my face. I have too much evidence and proof that I am one of his favorites. I might not be on the top 10 list, but I'm up there, baby. You cannot tell me otherwise. So I had to just say this because, like I said, only one person really knows. And I felt like, since I am on my spiritual journey in real life as a 26-year-old, I mean, it started way before I turned 26, but I'm really now seeing it for real. Like, wow, okay, this shit's real, for real. I felt like I needed to put it into the universe, for real, instead of hiding it and just keeping it to myself. Like, I really felt like the universe needed to hear it, even though the universe knows about it, right? I just feel like they wanted me to finally open up about it and say it, like, be confident enough to say it, because I would think that I was crazy, that I was just having a bad dream. I was imagining that shit. No, it really happened. And the universe is like, it's okay. You can go ahead and tell everybody. It's fine. It's okay. People can think you're crazy all they want, but similar people have probably went through the same exact thing, and maybe are going through the same exact thing. So I personally just felt like I wanted to tell the story just in case anyone has had or knows anyone that has been in a similar situation. It's okay if you think I'm crazy, because best believe if I wouldn't have went through it, I probably would have thought I was crazy too. But since I did, I know I'm not crazy, baby. I know I'm not. But City Gang, if you guys want to leave any comments down below, you can. Don't hesitate to do so. But I will see you guys next time.